Ghostbusters physique, Paul Rudd suits up. When you think of Paul Rudd, you might picture his charming smile, his comedic timing, or his seemingly ageless appearance. But now, add Ghostbuster to that list, so we all know Paul Rudd, right? The man who has been making us laugh for decades, from his iconic role in Clueless to his hilarious antics in Ant-Man. He's the guy who never seems to age, always bringing a sense of fun and lightheartedness to every role he takes on. Ageless wonder, hilarious guy, and now, Ghostbuster. Yes, you heard that right. Paul Rudd has joined the legendary team of ghost hunters, and he's bringing his unique charm and energy to the role. Yeah, he joined the team, and let me tell you, he didn't just show up in those cool jumpsuits expecting to blend in. No, Paul Rudd took this role seriously. He knew that to be a Ghostbuster, you have to look and move the part. To play a Ghostbuster, you gotta move like one. That means agility, speed, and the ability to maybe jump over a proton stream or two. Safety first, kids. It's not just about looking good in the jumpsuit, it's about embodying the spirit of a true ghost hunter. That means agility, speed, and the ability to maybe jump over a proton stream or two. Safety first, kids. Paul Rudd had to undergo rigorous training to ensure he could keep up with the physical demands of the role. This wasn't just about acting, it was about becoming a Ghostbuster in every sense of the word. Paul was up for the challenge. He worked really hard. From intense workout sessions to agility drills, he pushed himself to the limit. He wanted to make sure that when he put on that proton pack, he was ready for anything. I mean, imagine him on set, all serious, proton pack strapped on. It's a sight to behold. Paul Rudd, the funny guy we all know and love, transformed into a determined and focused Ghostbuster. He brought a new level of dedication to the role, making sure every move he made was believable. He had to train pretty hard to make it believable. The physical training was intense, but Paul embraced it with enthusiasm. He knew that to do justice to the role, he had to give it his all, and that's exactly what he did. And let me tell you, he did not disappoint. Paul Rudd's performance as a Ghostbuster is nothing short of impressive. He brought his A-game, combining his natural charisma with the physical prowess needed for the role. It's a perfect blend of humor, action, and dedication. So next time you see Paul Rudd in that iconic jumpsuit, remember the hard work and effort he put in to bring this beloved character to life. Beyond the Ant-Man gearing up for ghostly encounters, okay, so we've seen Paul as Ant-Man, right? Superhero stuff, shrinking, growing, the whole bit. But Ghostbusters? That's a different kind of hero work. He had this whole training plan like a daily routine. It wasn't just about looking good in the suit, though he totally rocked it. It was about keeping up with the other Ghostbusters, you know? Think about it. Chasing ghosts, dodging slime, maybe even a spectral headlock or two. You gotta be ready for anything, Paul. He was ready. Agility on point, navigating the paranormal with speed. Now, agility training, that's not just about running really fast, though I bet Paul's got a decent sprint on him. It's about honing your reflexes, sharpening your instincts, and being prepared for anything that comes your way. Whether it's a sudden turn or an unexpected obstacle, agility training ensures you're ready to face it head-on. It's about moving quickly, changing directions, being light on your feet. Imagine you're in a maze, and every turn could lead to a surprise. You need to be swift, nimble, and always on your toes. That's the essence of agility. Like a graceful gazelle that also busts ghosts. Picture this, a gazelle, known for its speed and elegance, but with a proton pack strapped to its back, ready to take on any spectral entity. That's the kind of agility we're talking about. Paul, he did these drills, these exercises, to make him super agile. He wasn't just running, he was training his body to react, to pivot, to dodge. Every drill, every exercise was a step towards becoming the ultimate Ghostbuster. Because when a ghost is coming at you, you can't just stand there like, oh hey there, spooky friend, you've gotta move. Imagine the adrenaline, the rush of knowing that you have to be faster than the ghost. It's a race against the supernatural, and you gotta move fast. Speed is your ally, your best friend in these situations. The faster you are, the better your chances of outmaneuvering whatever's chasing you. That's where all that training came in handy. Every sprint, every drill, every drop of sweat was preparing Paul for the moment when he would need to rely on his agility the most. He was dodging and darting like nobody's business. It was like watching a master at work, someone who had trained tirelessly to perfect their craft. Paul wasn't just an actor. He was a ghost-busting athlete, ready to take on any challenge. Cone dreams, sprinting into the ectoverse. Welcome to a world where agility meets the supernatural, and where every sprint counts. Picture this, a bunch of cones set up, like the ones they use for soccer practice. These cones aren't just for fun, they're tools for honing precision and speed, or maybe to mark off a wet floor. But in our story, these cones are gateways to another dimension of training. Now imagine Paul Rudd sprinting between them, zigzagging, totally focused. It's not just a workout, it's a dance of determination and skill. That's cone drills, folks, and they're harder than they look. Each step, each turn demands precision and quick reflexes. They help you with your speed and agility, sharpening your ability to react in an instant. Which, newsflash, are super important when you're a Ghostbuster. Imagine chasing down a ghost. You need to be quick, nimble, and ready for anything. I bet he was dreaming about cones after all that practice. Every drill, every sprint, embedding itself into muscle memory. But hey, it paid off. The hard work, the sweat, the countless hours of training. He was like a blur on set, whizzing past ghosts and stuff. His agility and speed were not just for show, they were essential for his role. Behind the scenes, Paul Rudd dedicated himself to mastering these drills. It wasn't just about looking good on camera, it was about embodying the spirit of a true Ghostbuster. The intensity in his eyes, the focus in his movements, all of it contributed to creating a believable and compelling character. And let's not forget the camaraderie on set. The drills weren't just a solo endeavor, they were a team effort, with everyone pushing each other to be their best. So next time you see Paul Rudd sprinting into the ectoverse, remember the cones, remember the drills, and remember the dedication that goes into every step, every sprint, every ghostly encounter. Jumping to conclusions. And over stuff, Paul Rudd's plyometric prep. Okay, so we talked about running, but what about jumping? Ghostbusters, they gotta jump over things sometimes, right? Maybe a pile of ectoplasmic goo or a rogue proton stream. That's where plyometrics come in. It's all about jumping exercises, box jumps, jump squats, things like that. They make your legs super strong, like springs. I can just see him now, leaping over some ghostly obstacle course like it's nothing, all thanks to those jump workouts. He was probably soaring through the air. Ghost-busting gains, pumping iron, busting ghosts. All right, let's talk muscles. You don't wrangle ghosts with just speed and agility. You need some strength too. Paul, he hit the weights. Got those muscles working. Lifting weights isn't just about looking good, though let's be real, it helps. It's about having the power to handle those proton packs, to wrestle ghosts, to save the world. I bet those ghosts were shaking in their spectral boots when they saw how strong he got. Fueling the ectoblasters, Paul Rudd's Ghostbusters diet. Now you can't train hard and eat junk all day, right? Paul, he's smart. He had a special diet, to fuel all that ghost busting. Lots of protein, healthy fats, good stuff like that. It's all about giving your body the energy it needs to perform at its best. Whether you're chasing ghosts or just trying to get through a busy day. I bet he was snacking on carrots and celery sticks in between takes. Just kidding. But seriously, he took his diet seriously. Dedication defines us. The Rudd way. Listen, all this training, the diet, the drills, it takes dedication. Paul, he could have just shown up and hoped for the best, but he didn't. He put in the work, and that's what makes him so great. He's not afraid to challenge himself, to push his limits. He's an inspiration. I bet the other Ghostbusters were super impressed by his work ethic. He probably even gave them some fitness tips. From quirky to heroic, Paul Rudd's transformation. So there you have it, folks. Paul Rudd, from funny guy to bona fide action hero. He trained hard, ate right, and totally rocked that Ghostbusters suit. He showed us that with a little dedication, we can do anything we set our minds to. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to find a proton pack and some ghost traps. Who's with me?